TKSJohnFilms, what's going on? Sorry, I needed to drink my coffee. Saturday morning, or no, it's Sunday morning. Had 3 days off work. It's feeling great. So, I'm feeling a little bit better, and my hair looks like crap, but that's okay. 3 days off, I really don't care. Anyway, you posed the question, what is your top 3 video games, 3 favorite video games? I decided not to go fully retro on this one because I was kind of weighing this on the scope of, you know, how long the game was and how much joy I got out of the game. So I'm going to get right into it. I have my top 3 right here. 2 of them are actually series, okay? Like, I'm not going to show the entire series, but these were the pick from the series of the game. So just bear with me. So, coming in at number 3, you've seen me get this one recently. It is my grail, and that's Conker's Bad Fur Day. And, you know, a lot of people will think, well, if that's your grail, why isn't it number 1? Well, it's simple. While this game is my grail, and it's a little bit harder to get these days, and it's fun, it still doesn't come up to the level of these other 2 games. This game I could play for a while. I have been playing it, but it still just can't touch these other 2. And also it's because these other 2, as I said, are series. So Conker's Bad Fur Day, number 3. Coming in at number 2. This was my number 1 top pick for quite some time, until I discovered my number 1. I'm just going to go ahead and say Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. The Metal Gear Solid series is just loaded with so many questions, and you don't get many answers until, at least most of the answers, until Metal Gear Solid 4. And, you know, this game just, there's so much emotion attached to it. You find out that the bad guy in the first 2 Metal Gear games, the original 2 on the MSX, is actually a good guy. There was a lot of odd reasoning behind why he turned kind of bad and why Snake had to fight him. And, you know, this one you actually play as Big Boss instead of Snake. And this one for me was really, I don't know, it really, I mean, I was glad not to play as Raiden anymore like they did in part 2. And this one I played during a pretty interesting time in my life, and yeah, it was real good. I actually need to go back and play it again. Also, the art on the cover of it, I just really like that. I love all the oranges, the yellows and the oranges. It's just really neat. The survival aspect of it was awesome, but the whole series, the weakest link in that series was Metal Gear Solid 2, even though it still had a pretty good story. Which brings me to my number 1 top pick, my top favorite game. And this is because I have blown hundreds of hours, and I do mean hundreds of hours playing this through the series. And this was actually on the PSP. I didn't really care for it on the Wii, and I'm hoping it's going to be good on the 3DS. This is the reason I have a 3DS, okay? The Monster Hunter series, and my top pick is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, because of the sheer amount of monsters you can fight in this one. If I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, I think I have. I say this game and Chrome Hounds on the Xbox pretty much saved my life. Okay, I know that sounds funny. I was an alcoholic in 2008, drinking anything I could over some stupid stuff, over a girl, okay? It was stupid. It was just retarded. And my roommate, while he was still the one kind of handing me the alcohol, we would go over to my friend's house with our PSPs and play this. And him and I would play Chrome Hounds when we were at home. He, you know, it was kind of nice. But about now, I'd say between Monster Hunter Freedom 2, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, and Monster Hunter portable third. I would say collectively I have about 1,000 hours put into this. Now that doesn't compare to my buddy who runs the GameStop in Okmulgee. He, last I heard, had about 3,600 hours plopped into these games. So you can lose a lot of time playing this. It is a repetitive game. You fight the same monsters after a little bit, but the thing is going back to get that armor, to get that weapon, to get that ruby off of a monster, or a hide, or that tooth that needs a drop, or you need to cut off its tail and carve its tail to get something. I highly, highly, highly recommend this to anybody that's actually watching this video right now. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Let me know if you have a PSP and you play Monster Hunter, and if you have a PS3, we can get on Ad Hoc Party. I still love this game. I had to have it on my Vita. I had to go and buy it on my Vita as well. Excellent, excellent game. So there you have it. There's my top 3 picks. It was kind of a difficult question because I do have a lot of different games that I love playing on my shelf. But what it boils down to is these 3. So thanks for posing the question, TKSJohnFilms. This wasn't so much to enter the contest as it was just to kind of make a video again and get back into it. And you know, I know you're looking for those video responses, so here I am. So anyway, to anybody else that's watching, of course I know there's a few of you going to see this video as soon as I post it. I do have a new video coming. I've been writing some notes on it about what I'm going to say, what I'm going to talk about, and it's gonna be a few minutes long. So look forward to that either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when. I'm going to take some time to edit it. So thanks for watching. Talk to you all next time. Cheers.